Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Jerry, let me start again. Jerry, let me congratulate you on your award last night. How is that stated again?
It was the, I think, the best comedy club comedian of the year.
Were you surprised?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I knew that I was working in comedy clubs. But, yeah, I didn't know I would win an award. It was nice.
It's not like nominations are announced ahead of time?
Oh, they were, yeah. I was nominated, but you never know who's going to win. It was voted on by audiences and club owners. So it was great. I was very happy about it.
So what does this mean now? Has your phone been ringing all day?
No, it really means nothing because it's not like acting where you need to get an award so you can get a job. You know, a good comedian can always work. So it's nice, but it doesn't mean that I can do something now that I couldn't do before.
And you do work a lot.
Yes, I love to work.
Consistently.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you see down the road? Do you want to go on with stand-up?
Yeah, yeah. I really find it interesting, and I have some other things I might do, but they're all secondary to me to stand-up. I find it fascinating to be able to just work with my own mind and an audience.
Jerry, what do you think when you see people like Bob Hope, who's 85, and George Burns, who is 92?
I think they're kids. They're punks. That's exactly what I'd love to be. I saw George Burns last night, and I thought, guys, 92, still getting up on stage, and I think I love that. I would love to be doing it when I'm 92.
Have you ever seen him work?
I'd like to be a little taller, though.
He was one day taller. He used to be taller.
Yes, I have seen him work. Yeah, he's terrific.
Stands up there in one for an hour. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, he's great.
What kind of jokes do you think you might be doing when you're 92?
Probably the same ones. No, I don't know. Now when I always talk about old people in Florida. You know, the motto of Florida is drive slow, sit low. Because you always see these people with just a hat and two knuckles on the steering wheel, you know. So I guess when you get to be that age, you can't make fun of it anymore. I guess I'll be talking about those tall people, you know, with their heads pushed up against the roof of the car.
One of the things I've noticed about you, Jerry, is that when you come into an area like Dallas, you find a lot of things to make jokes about.
Yeah.
How do you do the homework on that?
You just look around. Like, Dallas is hilarious to me because you got the gallery with the ice skating rink. You know, it's just, I got to get some socks, I got to do some skating, I want to get some chocolate, you know. Where can we go? There's a place, you know. Oh, great. I want to get some jeans, I want to do some skating, I want to get home. My other favorite thing in Dallas is the Central Expressway with there's no on-ramp. You're just on. It's just, you know what I mean? It's like you've got 8 feet to accelerate 40 miles an hour, you know. You need a Ferrari just to survive on that road. And I don't know some kind of corrugated pavement or something. I don't know if that's the new thing or...
Grooved pavement.
Yeah, it sounds like, I think we got 4 flats. I'm going to try and pull over, you know.
Do you drive when you're in Dallas?
Yeah, a lot of traffic here. A lot of traffic.
Is it worse than Los Angeles?
No, it's about the same. But you got those mirrored buildings so you can see way ahead of you. You know, you kind of bounce off. You know. You don't need a mirror in the car. You can just look in the building before you pass.
In running around the country, working all these comedy clubs, do you find much difference in the clubs, in the patrons, in your fans?
No, television kind of keeps everybody pretty up on what's going on. There's a little difference urban and rural, I think. Sometimes you get out into the country a little bit and it can change, but Dallas, New York, Chicago, it's all in the same street.
When you were paying your dues, what was the worst gig you ever had?
I had gigs, people didn't even know I was on stage. I did a New Year's Eve once in Queens where people were screaming so loud, they were partying, they didn't even know that I just stood there and I couldn't even face the audience. The mic cord was so short that I had to turn and kind of face the other way. Very strange.
Jerry, what do you say to young, aspiring comics?
Get out of the business. There's no room for you. I tell them that it's a great life, you know, if you do it. I mean, most comedians don't really put any work into it. I mean, the idea of becoming a comedian is so you don't have to have a job, you know. But comedy takes work too, you know. I mean, a good comedian works on what he's doing. So you have to put a little thought into it, you know. That's what my advice.
Do you write most or all of your material?
Everything.
Everything.
Everything, single thing.
Do people ever try to send you jokes or material?
Yeah, but to me, that's what I'm selling is originality. You know, there's no reason to come and see me if you're not going to hear something you haven't heard anyplace else. So I don't accept jokes from writers. I like people to think that they're seeing the guy that thought of it and the guy that's performing it all in the same show. To me, that's part of the show.
Are comedy clubs here to stay?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think so because it's very simple form of entertainment. You know, people love comedy. Here you have a club that's you don't have to get all involved to go to. It's not like a theater thing. You know, to see a live show. The acts are all different. It's very simple. If the club is well run, it will survive. It's like any other business. It's like a supermarket. You know, people want to go and get it. You gotta get milk. You gotta get comedy.
Gotta have laughs.
Yeah.
Well, Jerry, we don't want to keep you any longer because you got to get ready to go on tonight. But thanks for spending this time with us. And again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Very good.
Okay.
Thanks.